my city now.
It's hard being a
He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people.
Hey,
And he professed
The Mongolian Empire, a brutal nation hell-bent on the control and decimation of their enemies. They were actually pretty chill with religion. They didn't care what you worshipped. They only asked that if you did worship or believe in a religion, that you pray for Mongolian success. That isn't to say that the Mongols didn't have a religion of choice. They in fact believed in a religion known as shamanism.
What is shamanism?
Shamanism is the belief in the spiritual world. What does that mean? It is the belief that people, known as shamans, can communicate between the human and spiritual world. Alongside the belief in shamanism, they also believed in a god named Tengri, the eternal sky. Basically, their version of Zeus, but without emotion, much like the sky above us. Alongside Tengri, shamanism also includes other things, like nature spirits, an earth goddess named Itugen Ike, and a fertility goddess named Umay. But Umay is more Turkish, so we don't really count her. But enough about those losers. Let's talk about shamans and how radical they were. Consider the vessel between the spirit and human world.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
What's 9 plus 10?
A shaman was held in great value and prestige. It was their job to communicate with spirits, exorcise evil,
damn hypocrites,
and tell prophecies, and also bless sheep. Now, despite all of this, they had zero temples and scriptures. They also didn't have a religious hierarchy, no sites of public worship, and no required beliefs, meaning that the Mongolian Empire was low-key chiller than most families on Thanksgiving dinner. Their only real concerns about religion was basically only aimed towards the things that they actually cared about, like fertility, prosperity, health, and military success, which, by the way, would be a really big one, considering that Mongolia is about the same size as your mom!
I'm Groot.
is that a
Right now.
This song is really good. Anyway, let's talk about heaven, because heaven's actually really important in Mongolian culture. You see, the Mongols believed that it was their God-given right from heaven to conquer the world and establish a universal empire. This is why you have leaders like Genghis Khan praying on top of a tall mountain to heaven to win a battle. Religion is also a reason for political success, as Genghis Khan became a Khan because, quote, and this is from the text, one of his followers saw a vision, a white ox harnessing itself to a wagon and pulling it behind Genghis, bellowing, "Heaven and earth agree, let Genghis be the nation's master. I am bringing it to him." Now, a famous shaman once said, "Reindeer get fat in the winter." Well, it can never get as fat as a Mongolian's ego. And this is where I have to depart, and my friend Colt can explain to you about the ideology of conquest. Yo, is he gonna come? Yo, where is he?
Okay, so the ideology about the Mongols is conquest is like, you know how some people collect Funko Pops? The Mongols collected entire countries. Genghis Khan, aka the Mongol Daddy, was like, the world is too small for peace, and boom, he started building the biggest empire ever. His motto was basically, If it breathes, we can conquer it, and if it breathes, it dies. Peace, never heard of her. The Mongols were super into loyalty. You betrayed them, congrats, you're now practicing skydiving without a parachute. But if you're loyal, they're actually kind of chill, like, hey, can you help us take over that city? We won't burn yours, deal? But, weirdly enough, they weren't picky about religion. You could be Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, or believe in anything, and the Mongols were nice, like just pay the taxes. Even though the crushed cities used to love trade, like the Silk Road, they made it safer than my grandma's living room. They were like conquest first, pillars second, and then small businesses support and cultural exchange. Capitalism, but make it Mongol. So yeah, the Mongol ideology was ride fast, conquer hard, stay loyal, believe what you want, and always keep your trade routes open. Honestly, they're pretty terrifying, but efficient. Like if Amazon had an army and a horse. Also, R.I.P. James Farron, Mr. Azzini, please give me like an A or B plus on this, please.